Best lasers 2025, thank you. Here's one of them. I'm breaking it down into 5 categories. The best value, the best compact, the best hybrid, the best graphics, and the best features. I've been testing loads this year. We've got 9 or 10 to talk about. If you like the look of any of the lasers I've mentioned today, I've put some very clever links down in the description that will give you the best price in your area for one of those lasers. So if you like getting a look at them, go check them out. Right, first category is best hybrid lasers. These are lasers that also have GPS built into them. It's a fairly new category. I've tested 2 this year. First one is the Milesy Gene Pro G1. What makes this unique is it's got a touchscreen GPS built into the side of the device. First time I've tested a device like this, and it's a tale of 2 halves, right? The laser, brilliant, fine. It's got slope, the graphics are really clear, picks up the pin quickly, and on its own is a very good laser. The inbuilt GPS is really useful because you get your front, middle and back to the green, yardages, full hole mapping as well. So if you're playing somewhere new, that's very useful to have. And the concept is brilliant. And I think this is a generation away from being perfect. But at the minute, for me, the screen was a touch laggy when you touch it, which gets a bit frustrating when you're trying to find numbers. And the device doesn't always know when you've switched holes. So sometimes you look at it and you're on the hole behind or the hole ahead, or it got a bit mixed up. And that was a bit frustrating. But as a package, a very reasonably priced package for a GPS and a laser, feels premium, looks premium, and it is a genuinely unique feature, that touchscreen, that I think a lot of golfers can benefit from. I just think it's a generation away from being perfect. So that's the Milesy, but my winner in this category is in my back pocket here. It's the Bushnell Tour Hybrid. Now this is a superb device. It's got the GPS built into it, and you get everything you need as opposed to on the screen on the Milesy through the viewfinder. So you get your lasered yardage, as you normally do on picking up a pin or a tree or whatever it is. And then the inbuilt GPS, which just starts itself up automatically and finds wherever you're at automatically, then gives you your front, middle, back yardages to the green. Simple, and it's all in the viewfinder. I've just found this one of the most useful devices I've ever used on a golf course. And being Bushnell, it's super, super accurate. It's super, super premium. So as hybrid lasers go, the Milesy is excellent, if a little bit too complex for me and too many moving parts. This, the Bushnell, it's got everything built in, super easy to use, and is incredibly accurate. So if you're after one of those hybrid lasers, I'd put you in the direction of the Bushnell. Right, next category is best value, and at the risk of cannibalizing a video I did a few months ago, and I'm going to put the link up here somewhere so you can click on it, where I test loads of value rangefinders. I'm going to give you the best 2 from that video. So spoiler alert, here they come. First one I don't have on me today is the Pinned Prism Plus. Now, you're going to see a lot of greys, blacks, plastics in this video, and the Pinned Prism Plus is a completely different look. So if you're looking for something a bit more unique, a bit more stylish, that's your option. At £199, it's great value. It looks and feels like it's worth a lot more than that. Does all the basics great and looks fine as well. So if it looks a bit different, I'd go for that. But the winner of this category and that video I just mentioned is this, the Golf Buddy Laser 2S Pro. Now, when I've not been testing all the rangefinders you can see today, this has been the one I've gone back to because it just has everything in a very premium, very small, neat package. So it's got your normal laser functionality with slope adjusted distances that you can toggle on and off. It's got a scan mode, which is really useful if you're just trying to scan, I guess, and figure out parts of the fairway, where there's a bunker, where there's a tree, stuff like that. It's also got a triangulation mode, which would be great if you're a kart golfer in the States or in the UK and you kart path golf only. You can ping your ball when you're not stood next to it, ping the pin, provided you can see it, and it will give you that distance while you're not stood next to the ball. So you can select your club before you even go there. Does that make sense? Good. And it's in a nice, neat package. At 149 quid in here in the UK, it's the cheapest on test today by quite a way, and means if you just don't want to spend a lot of money on a laser, but want everything there, that's the one to go for. Right, next category is the best compact laser. So if you want something little small like this for your tiny little hands, or to put in your pocket, or in tiny little pockets in your bag, then these are the ones for you, right? And despite their size, they pack quite a lot of features. So I've got 2 today. Milesy Ion Me 2 is the first one. Now, this little boxy thing is tiny. If you look at the palm of my hand, it's really, really small, but has loads of features. 2 unique ones that make it stand out. First is the carry case. It's this little thing. It's got nothing that goes all the way around it. And the idea, unfortunately, and I hate it, is that you clip onto your belt like this and walk around like that. Now, if we're being truly honest with ourselves, Nobody's going to do that. If you do, that's fine, but realistically, you're not. However, you can clip that onto your bag and it looks much better. And what I do like is how accessible it is. You can just pull it in and out of there when it's clipped to your bag or your pocket, if that's what you're into. And the reason they want it on your pocket is because this thing can read putts, technically, not fully, but a little bit. So a unique feature of this is if while you're on the green, you zap the top of the pin, it will tell you how many feet uphill or downhill that pin is away from you. Now, it obviously can't read side slope for you, but if you're really bad at reading putts and can't tell what's uphill or downhill, this will be very helpful for you. Most people can, but how uphill or how downhill it is, maybe not. So 2 unique features of this device. As a laser on its own, again, brilliant. Slope adjusted distances, feels really premium and is really compact if that's what you're into. And sorry if you do wear it on your belt, that's just my opinion. It doesn't look great. Let's get rid of that. My winner for this category though is another Bushnell product, and they kind of stand out for this sort of thing, but it's this little thing, the A1 Slope. This is their most compact ever laser, and it's basically everything that's good about a Bushnell product in a really compact device. So the jolt technology that just puts a little vibration through it when you get the pin spot on, slope adjusted distances, looks great, it's really compact and super, super accurate. So yeah, if you're just after a nice compact laser, I'd keep it simple and go Bushnell. Right, next category is best viewfinder or best display. Now, none of the lasers I've mentioned here have bad ones. It's just that these 2 models I'm going to mention really stand out. The first is the ShotScope Pro L5, their newest rangefinder, which has an OLED display, so really, really clear through that viewfinder. And on top of some bright red graphics in changeable light conditions, you can really see lots very quickly through this. It's a neat package as well, really premium. Built-in magnet and just a very solid rangefinder ShotScope that they always make. And my other option in this category is the Bluetooth Series 4 Ultra. I'm a big Bluetooth guy. I love the Series 3, looks premium, performs well, and the Series 4 has been upgraded with an OLED display. You're seeing a lot more of these in rangefinders now. Really actually very identical to the L5 look through the viewfinder. Bright red graphics that you can change to red and black on this one. And the OLED display, as I look through it there, it's just super, super clear. And with 6 times magnification on this, you really get a good idea of the hole ahead of you, whether you're just trying to strategize or see the pin or a bunker, whatever it is really clearly. So both of these, and you can see actually, they're built very, very similarly as well. So same sort of size, same sort of feel, both really clear. So if you're looking for something that really pops with a viewfinder, I'd recommend either of these. Right, next category is best features. And what I mean by this is I've got 3 devices here that got very unique features that might fulfill a very specific purpose for you. First is the Garmin Approach Z30. In its own right, great laser, very premium, looks great, excellent. The main reason you'd want this is to link it if you already have a Garmin smartwatch. What this very cleverly does is link to it, and when you zap the pin, once linked to your watch, will put the pin yardage on your watch and give you a bird's eye view of the green with where the pin is. That makes any sense. It's very, very user-friendly, pick it up really quickly, and it just gives you that added bit of information alongside your watch and your front, middle, back distances, as well as your laser yardage. So if you're already in the Garmin ecosystem and are looking for a laser, I'd point in the direction of this because those 2 things talk to each other brilliantly. Right, next laser with a very unique feature is the FlightScope i4. Now link this to the FlightScope app, input your 7-iron, pitching wedge and driver distance data, and its very clever algorithm will work out how far you hit each club and recommend it through the viewfinder of the device when you're out on the course. It also links up to a weather app, which allows it to understand the wind direction you're playing in on the day and the speed, and will use all of that information to recommend clubs to you. So it's very, very useful device if you're not very good at picking your own clubs and want a bit of extra help. Obviously, you can't use that in competition mode, but if you don't play in a lot of competitions, this is a really cool device, and no other device we've tested has any kind of functionality like that. So if that kind of thing appeals to you, I'd really consider checking this out. The final one in this category, the very unique feature, probably the most unique, is the Canon PowerShot. Now, Canon you'll know is a camera company, and this laser comes with a built-in camera. Why would I want a camera out on course when I've always got my phone on me? I hear you ask. Well, here's what Canon say about that. This can help you create a personal course diary, complete with voice memos to record a breakdown of every shot. In the event of disputes or questions about rule compliance, golfers can use the camera to document their lie, the position of the ball, or any obstacles in their path. This visual evidence can help settle disagreements and maintain the integrity of the game. Canon's words, not mine. Take that as you need to. It takes 11 megapixel photos, which I've been told by our videographer is fine, and HD video as well. So if you want to document your time on the course, as well as have your laser yardages done, there's the device for you. Why wouldn't you use your phone that you've always got with you that probably has a better camera on it? I don't know. Like I said, this is niche, but I wanted to highlight that it is available. But the overall winner was a very easy choice this year, and it is the Bushnell Tour Hybrid. Having GPS built into a laser just gives you that added bit of information that I've really enjoyed having on the golf course with me. That it picks up the GPS instantly without you having to do anything, and the fact it's a very premium, well-built Bushnell device makes it easily the best rangefinder of 2025.